Welcome to AskMissERP. The topic of this video is how to choose an ERP. Hello everyone, MissERP here. Well, if you are watching this video, you probably have a decision to make regarding your ERP system. I hope that I can help point you in the right direction with some common sense advice. Assuming that you can get past the situation of having a senior executive wanting whatever system they had at their last company, the most important thing to know is your requirements, at many levels of detail. Ideally, this should be done before you start looking at systems so that you do not influence your requirements to match a specific application. At a high level, what type of ERP processing do you need? Finance, project accounting, supply chain, and human resources are all typical, perhaps not all at once. Are you also looking for asset management, customer relationship management, or manufacturing processing? And do you have any industry-specific functionality needs as well? Most importantly, what business problems are you trying to solve? You will also need to know your company metrics, such as the number of vendors, customers, and employees you have. Some idea of the volume of basic transactions, such as invoices, journal entries, and sales orders, will also help you narrow down your choices. Understanding where your company is heading is always good to factor in, because implementing a new ERP system is definitely not something you want to do on a regular basis. Is your company planning on growing? Will you need to be able to handle agile acquisitions and divestitures? This type of information should all be included in your requirements wish list. It is unlikely that a single system will meet all of your needs, so I recommend that you prioritize your requirements into must-haves, should-haves, and nice-to-haves. Then be prepared to make some cost-benefit-based decisions. Another question to ask yourself is whether it is important to have all functionality in one system as much as possible, which leads to the best of breed versus integrated system question. I will cover this topic in another video, but you will at least need to understand the pros and cons of going one way or another. Generally, you are weighing end-user functionality against the cost of integrations, which is hard to compare. Should you upgrade your current system or migrate to a new system? This question is usually answered by asking whether your current solution has critical functionality gaps or business pain points which really need to be addressed. This would lend itself to migrating to a new system. Another consideration is the lifespan of your current product. Will an expensive upgrade actually bring the desired return on investment? How much have you modified your current system? Is it time to consider some cleanup with either an upgrade or a migration, or will these mods be needed in the future? What systems do you already have? It is rare to start with a blank slate, so you may need to consider who you already have relationships with, where you might be able to leverage some of your existing resources and skills. Also, consider the impact of change on your end users, which may be a large unplanned cost. Like it or not, your current ERP is probably embedded as part of your company's culture, and in my experience, everyone loves the last system they had the best. Another consideration is the availability of implementation partners, and are they close to you? Travel costs can ramp up quickly, which is fine so long as you are prepared for it. And how will you support your ERP system for the long term? Internal or external, are there enough available skills for what you will need? If you are staying on premise, then infrastructure skills are becoming rare. If moving to the cloud, true skilled partners might be hard to find. If you have documented your requirements, both functional and non-functional, a decision on which path to take should end up being somewhat a mechanical exercise. Start high level and use further levels of detail to eliminate system options down to a short list where you can focus on the details. This will not be an easy task, but well worth the effort. Having requirements and decisions documented and, very importantly, communicated will also ensure that all your stakeholders understand the decision-making process and will save any expensive second-guessing later on. When you do get to looking at products, please do not just believe vendor marketing, as of course you will be told their product can do anything and everything you wish. Get out and speak to other customers about how happy they are with the product and the long-term support. Don't just talk to the references that a vendor provides. Find some other unsolicited customers to talk to. There are blogs and chat rooms everywhere, and attending a vendor or user group conference is also a very good way to find other customers to talk to. I have a number of ideas for topics for AskMissERP, but I am also hoping that you will post questions that perhaps I can help answer. There is a link on AskMissERP.com to email me to ask questions or suggest topics for future videos. This concludes the How to Choose an ERP topic. Thanks, and see you on the next video.